Millie Bobby Brown recently revealed that she and Jake Bongiovi have welcomed an adopted daughter, sending the internet into a frenzy. Many are now questioning whether adopting at just 21 is a mistake for Millie, and if Hollywood is pressuring her to mature faster than she should. On top of that, her past experiences of being groomed have resurfaced, reigniting discussions around her personal struggles.
Millie Bobby Brown is a mom. The Stranger Things actress shares on her Instagram page that she and husband Jake Bongiovi have adopted a baby girl. Millie writes on August 21st, "This summer we welcomed our sweet baby girl through adoption. We are beyond excited to embark on this beautiful next chapter of parenthood in both peace and privacy." She adds, "And then there were three. Love, Millie and Jake Bongiovi." Millie and Jake secretly married in 2024 after first sparking romance rumors in 2021. The 21-year-old previously teased that starting a family was something that was very important to her, explaining on a March episode of the Smartlist podcast, "My mom actually had her first child at 21 and my dad was 19. This has been my thing since before I met Jake. I wanted to be a mom just like the way my mom was to me. Jake knows how important it is to me. Congratulations to Millie and Jake."
Since her debut in Stranger Things at just 12 years old, Millie has constantly found herself surrounded by controversy. Though she's grown up, many of her fans refuse to accept her evolution, wanting her to remain the same young girl forever. When she entered her teenage years and began experimenting with different styles, her comment sections were flooded with hate, with people criticizing her looks and insisting she should dress more appropriately for her age.
Brown responds to people saying she looks 40.
I know that obviously people say that I look a lot older, like, you know, that's like a thing that I get a lot, is like, "Oh my god, she looks like 40. And I'm like, well, yeah, you did meet me when I was 10, so I'd understand. Now I'm 21, it's been 10 years. She grows. My face, like, grew, you know, I don't know what do you want me to do about that? And, like, my accent thing, and, like, you know, I think people like to pick on certain things that I say and do, but it really actually doesn't bother me. Like, and I wish I could be like, you know what, it does get to me. Like, it used to get to me, it did. I remember trying to change myself to please the masses. And actually now I'm in a place where, like, yeah, like, my accent does change. My face does grow. Like, I do wear a lot of makeup. Like, it's just the kind of person I am. I like that. Like, it's fun for me. And, like, you're not going to tell me how to be a girl. Like, you're not going to tell me how to be a woman. Like, that is not the world I live in. It could be the world you live in. It's just not the world I live in.
Millie eventually spoke out about the negativity she was facing, and on her 16th birthday, she shared a video on Instagram. With a heartfelt caption, she admitted, "The last few years haven't been easy." Brown went on to explain, "There are times I feel frustrated by the false stories, inappropriate remarks, sexualization, and constant insults, all of which have caused me pain and insecurity."
Hey everyone, it's Millie. I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me. Something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny. I think this is very necessary to talk about. I started in the industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow up with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things Season 1. And because I don't, I'm now a target. I want to talk about some of the articles that have recently released while I'm on my press tour, and some of the writers who are so desperate to tear young women down. One article reads, "Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" Written by Lydia Hawkins. "What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face?" Written by John Eli. Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mum as she guides younger sister Ava through LA. Written by Cassie Carpenter. Another article reads, "Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mummy makeover look." Written by Bethann Edwards. Amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism. This is bullying. The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing, and the fact that some of these articles are written by women makes it even worse. We always talk about supporting and uplifting young women, but when it comes down to it, it seems a lot easier to just tear them down for clicks. Disillusioned people can't handle seeing a girl become a woman on her terms, not their own. I refuse to apologize for growing up. I refuse to make myself smaller to fit the unrealistic expectations of people who can't handle seeing a girl become a woman. I will not be shamed for how
Some fans argue that because Millie entered the industry as a child and spent most of her time around adults without close friends her age, she was forced to grow up too quickly. Millie herself agrees, and during an episode of the Call Her Daddy podcast, she admitted that she struggles to connect with people her own age and doesn't really know how to make friends.
I've sat down with anyone that was a child actor, they talk a lot about like how normalized it was. Like you kind of mentioned, like you're around adults all day. Like, do you ever look back and be like, oh my God, I became so used to maybe like interactions with adults that weren't as normal for young kids?
100%. Yeah, I have trouble communicating, even still, with people my own age. Sometimes I find it hard navigating conversations or finding things in common, and that I know is just due to like my lack of socialization with children. If you put like a 60-year-old woman in front of me, I could talk for maybe like 4 or 5 hours. Like that's, and I grew up with people over the age of 30 all the time. Most of my friends basically are over 25. I have a 27-year-old brother, a 30-year-old sister, so we have very big age gaps. So I grew up with a lot of adults in the house anyway, but I do have a 12-year-old sister, so I do love kids. I grew up having a baby in the house, so for me, yeah, I do really connect with kids.
Yeah,
so that it's like really like between 10 and like 21 that I'm just like, I don't know what to talk to you about, and I'm really scared. I don't have TikTok, so I really don't know what you're talking about. The other day, something was just said, and my husband was like, Millie, yeah, the golden white dress. Like I'm just realizing what that is. Like, so that's where
Many people close to Millie, along with a large number of her fans, believe that those around her have pressured her into acting far older than her actual age. They point to her early marriage and adoption of a child as signs of this. Over the years, Millie has also been linked to several troubling relationships with adults, raising serious concerns about her safety and well-being, especially given how little protection she seemed to have. Questions about the dark side of fame continue to surface, with one of the most alarming examples being her close friendship with Drake, a man 17 years older who was reportedly meeting her in hotels and giving her advice about boys.
My adult crush. He's not my crush. Okay. Let me get this straight. He's like a brother. He's a brother. I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring and he was touring too. And honestly, his manager just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to a show tonight. And I was like, oh my goodness. And my dad, honestly, he was on T-Mobile. I was on the phone to T-Mobile trying to get us Wi-Fi for Australia. He was like, I don't know who Drake is. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I like got my outfit prepared. I went there and he was such a fanboy and I was such a fangirl that and honestly we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons. He's amazing. He's a great human being, and we went to dinner afterwards and we had dinner the next day and then we met in Sydney.
About your relationship with Drake. Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me. Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
Advice with boys.
You know, that stays in the text messages.
It's also worth noting that Drake was reportedly taking Millie out to private dinners and even hosting her on his yacht, which sparked outrage. Many questioned why a 40-year-old would be partying late at night with a girl. Millie later responded to the rumors on Instagram, defending the friendship by writing that people were turning something positive into a negative. She said she felt lucky to have industry connections willing to share their time, wisdom, and guidance to help her career, and emphasized that she was blessed to have such people in her life aiding that no one else gets to decide that. For her,
Kris Jenner deep dive right now, but I literally just had to get these thoughts out of my brain so that I can focus on editing that deep dive. I have not been able to shake how hysterical it is that Drake had somewhat of a Freudian slip when he brought up Millie Bobby Brown in his response to Kendrick's diss, when Kendrick had never brought up Millie Bobby Brown, never name dropped her once. I truly have no idea why Drake would name drop Millie like that because it seems more incriminating. But anyway, so I saw some things in the Twitter sphere today that piqued my interest. So I decided to go down the rabbit hole, and I looked at some of Millie Bobby Brown's old Facebook posts. She's pretty active on Facebook, and when she was 13 years old, she posted this picture. It's her, as you can see behind me. It's a yacht. She's on a yacht, and the photo cred goes to Drake. Why is a 13-year-old child on a yacht with a rapper? So many questions. And then I saw this one from a few months after that. Millie was like 14 here. And she says, "Thank you, Drake, for the sick jacket. Tour starts in June. I'm so excited to catch a show. Love you." Like, insane to me. This is so bold, so brazen. I don't know how I've never seen these before. I've heard the other weird things and the speculations, but this is a lot. And don't even start with me with the, oh, they were both child stars. Drake's probably just trying to give her some guidance. Don't start with me. Don't even try it. A rapper in his 30s has no business bringing a freshly 13-year-old onto a yacht or sending her clothes. I
As we
can't.
make videos on this channel, I start to realize that yachting and young girls, there's something bad about this mix. I don't think anything really great happens on a yacht, especially at night with a 31-year-old man and a 13-year-old vulnerable girl, in my opinion. I mean, I just can't imagine anything going right here. And wow, Millie posted it herself, so it's interesting to see this come back and haunt Drake. I really want you guys to unpack this picture with me and just really try to gauge what could be going on. Like, in the best case scenario, they just, I guess, hung out and had fun. I mean, I just don't know a 13-year-old. I can imagine, I can't even hold a conversation with like an 18-year-old. I can't imagine holding a conversation with a 13-year-old. And did he take this photo of her? Like, oh, you look cute here with a pic. Like,
Everyone in the industry seemed aware that Drake's friendship with Millie was questionable, yet those closest to her reassured her it was normal. No one stepped in to protect her or call out the situation, leaving her vulnerable. Even fellow artists acknowledged the issue on an episode of the Danza Project. Rapper Benzino openly stated that Drake was wrong for texting Millie.
Say what it is with Drake. Drake makes amazing music, but Drake's, when it comes to that, and let's be honest, people are gonna hit Drake's soft points. He has a lot of them. Like, it is what it is. He's an amazing rapper, but he's no.
I don't think anybody really.
No,
I think people really think that.
They're just.
Oh, come on. Let me tell you something. I was talking to somebody.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me answer that. Like, rewind. Go answer that again.
You think he's
If we're saying it based on what R. Kelly is, if we're saying the same thing based, if him with a chick under 16, then he's a wow. They're based on what R. Kelly is.
That's the definition of a spouse.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but did he get under 16?
No,
The question is,
not on record.
all right. Well, then there it is. Then that's the answer.
Not on record.
so the what they're questioning is his relationship with Millie Bobby Brown.
How old is Millie Bobby?
I think at the time she made the video, she was 14. They asked her what her relationship is.
Drake was with a.
No, that's not what they said. They said, and I want to just put it out there for you so you have the information. She's 14 years old. They, pull up to her on the red carpet, and they start talking to her. And they say, you have a relationship with Drake. Oh, yeah, he's a great friend of mine. He just texted me earlier today or this week and said, I miss you so much.
Oh.
Right?
What are you talking
Right?
about?
So let me finish.
That was R. Kelly.
Let me finish. And she's like, oh, okay, well, what else do you guys talk? What does he talk to you about? Well, he gives me boy advice. They said, well, give us an example. What did the text say? She's like, I'll keep that in the text.
What the texting her for?
Drake eventually addressed the allegations in one of his songs, where he mentioned Millie by name, but notably, he never actually denied any of the claims made against him.
He's basically addressing the controversy surrounding his relationship with Millie Bobby Brown. I still got mixed emotions. It's on a song called Another Late Night, and here's what he said.
My bank account is man,
So in the lyrics, he goes, "Weirdos in my comments talking about Millie Bobby. Look, bring them jokes up to the gang. We ready to get really flocky." Bottom line is, sir, why are you friends with Millie Bobby Brown?
It's a weird pairing, isn't it?
Weird ain't even the word. I don't know. Weird would be the word that I use. To
Ironic.
Questionable. A little strange.
It's a little weird.
Drake and Millie Bobby Brown, they met in 2017. Millie was only 14 at the time. They have like a 17-year age gap between the two of them.
It doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right.
Conversation does a grown-ass man have to have with a 14-year-old girl? Can you imagine laying with your man and he get a text message and you'd be like, "Oh, is that one of your boys?" And he goes, "No, it's Millie Bobby Brown."
Drake is firing back at people criticizing his friendship with actress Millie Bobby Brown. In Another Late Night, one of the songs off Drake's new album, For All the Dogs, which was released on October 6th, the 36-year-old addresses his friendship with the actress, who is 17 years younger. He raps in the song, quote, "Weirdos in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby look. Bring them jokes up to the gang, we get to really flocking. Or send a finger to your mama in some FedEx boxes." Fans were first drawn to the Degrassi alum and the Enola Holmes star back in 2018, when Millie revealed that she and Drake had a close friendship, which included him giving her advice on boys. Millie, who was 14 at the time, told Access Hollywood, quote, "I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic, and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we text. We just texted each other the other day, and he was like, 'I miss you so much,' and I was like, 'I miss you more.'" And although Millie's quotes made headlines given their age gap, he was quick to defend their bond, writing, quote, "Why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird. For real. I'm lucky to have people in the business extend their time to help me further my career and offer their wisdom and guidance. I'm very blessed to have amazing people in my life. You don't get to choose that for me." He finished her message with a plea for everyone to move.
Unfortunately, Drake isn't the only one involved in a questionable relationship with Millie. When she was just 16, she was linked to TikToker Hunter Echo. Years after their relationship ended, Hunter went live on Instagram, sharing personal details about their time together and claiming, "Yes, I influenced her, but her parents knew and were okay with it." At the time, Millie was a minor, yet her parents reportedly failed to protect her.
In mind, in the state of California, you must be 18 years old to consent. Well, Hunter decided to go live on his Instagram and talk to his fans about the situation, and when he did, he not only admitted to these crimes, but he also shared horrific details about his relationship with Millie Bobby Brown, and I have a lot of questions, not only for her family and her siblings, but for this man Hunter and why he thinks he's so above everyone else. Let's start off with the worst clip of them all, and just so you guys know, they're all going to be censored because there are tons of cuss words and slurs and horrible things, but in this next clip you're going to see Hunter talk about Millie doing things to his manly parts when she was young and he was an adult, and he's just having such a blast talking about it.
Basically, I don't know if I want to go into too much detail about his whole story with it, but like I said, the whole age thing was no matter what, that's always going to end bad.
Mm-hmm.
But he started living with her and in all this stuff in Atlanta, and it just kind of went just really quick. They had a really bad breakup, to really make things fast here, and still nobody knew but me. They had a whole relationship and still nothing was exposed on the internet. Then one day, months later, she already has a new boyfriend at this point and all this stuff, and nobody knows about it.
What age is his boyfriend?
Oh, I think it's John Bon Jovi's son or something, and I think they're closer in age.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, and I would not be surprised if not. But pretty much, he never really got what he wanted in that relationship, which was oh my god, I'm dating a celebrity, give me my recognition. Like, I want to be a celebrity too. I want to be the guy who's dating the celebrity. Like,
Oh, that's why he did it. He wasn't any.
I mean, it's just kind of obvious, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
just like, it's kind of like there's no, like, you clearly just fell in love with the idea of it than anything else. Considering you're dating like a 16-year-old billionaire who's busiest person you could probably ever know. She's an A-list celebrity who's in movies movies, the biggest TV show. It's like all this stuff. So it ended up just coming full circle. He never really got what he wanted, and then he ended up going live on Instagram and saying some really, really, really stuff. And like, it's all over the
Many
internet.
of Millie's fans believe she's too young to marry or have a child. One fan tweeted, "I get that it's not really my business, but it's really strange how young Millie Bobby Brown got married and adopted a baby at 21. It's unusual, and I think it's okay to say that." Another added, "The Millie Bobby Brown situation is so odd. Why are people acting like adopting a child at 21 is normal? I'm 21 and have never considered adopting because I'm not ready yet." However, Millie has always expressed a desire to be a mother. On an episode of The Enrymore Show, she mentioned that her parents had their first child at 19, and she has long wanted to become a mom herself.